think he's a bum.
Welcome to the second edition of the Road Ahead for the Money Game interviews. Here we got the Eagles GM Jeremy. Welcome to the show.
What's up, everyone?
The Vikings GM Darius. Also, welcome.
Hello.
This is the first time I think we've had you guys live on any sort of platform in this league. So nice to see you guys. Nice to put face to the name. Both coming off of huge victories in your first week, or the 73-28 and 80-14 respectively. So two high-powered offenses with some strong defenses going into this game. I think you both led the week in picks. I want to say you had 10, Darius, against Rodgers of all people. And Jeremy, you had what, 8 versus who did the Patriots have at QB? I can't remember. Cousins?
Cousins, I think, yeah.
So you guys are coming in real hot in this week number 2 here. What led your success? I'll start with you, Jeremy. What led your success taking down the Patriots so easily?
Establishing a run game, man. Just running a lot to begin with, making them play the run, forcing them to play the run, and then just mixing in some really short, smart passes, man, because in Madden 24, bad quarterbacks are really bad. So yeah, so I got Ritter out there as my starter, so I mean he's only in the 70s and he ain't gonna go up much farther than that. So I just have to make smart passes, establish the run, and make them play my game.
I mean, it's funny you say that because didn't Ritter lead the week in passing, followed by Trey Lance and Zach Wilson? It's
a
weird first week for sure.
Yeah, well, I'll say this: as soon as I got a good lead, I was just trying to get XP and build them and build them and build them, So
I think you were you the only perfect passer rating of the week? 152.9 or 150?
Oh, I don't think I was perfect because I was at the end I was getting so tired. I'm like, I think I threw a few picks or something.
Somebody had it was Tristan with
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, the perfect passer rating.
Yeah.
No, solid game plan. You had that game won pretty quickly. Darius, same with you. 80 points on the Buccaneers. That was other Darius's first game in the league, so that showed me a lot. Is it more of he was bad or were you good? I guess we'll find out this week. We know what Jeremy's made of. This is your team best.
I think it's we'll find out. I don't want to say here and bash the other Darius. He's a good guy. I talk to him a lot on Facebook. He's a kind guy, but I'm not gonna say his user was the greatest thing ever. For me, it was mostly just he played a lot of man, so just really getting my receivers one-on-one with him and throwing at the ball a lot because my receivers, they have good release, good route running. They're not the fastest, but I feel like with that release and that route running, they could beat his corners and his safeties, which they did. And then having Kamara as a receiving back really helps against linebackers too. And then after I got to 40 or 50, same thing. My opponent just said really building up XP was what I was trying to do after that.
Yep. I saw Kamara had 100 on the ground and through the air, so big game for him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll start off with one of my first questions I have for you guys. Well, one, did you guys get to watch each other's games?
I've heard
any of the highlights? No, okay. Do you guys have so this kind of a two-part question, I guess, was you got to play 1 week with your team. I know for you two, it's not the best option to pick this question this week, but I was already wondering, kind of my questions picked out since last week. Did you guys somewhat see the weakness on your team and the strongness of your team so far? Or the strength, I should say? Jeremy?
So I think I have realized I tried to build a really even team coming in here. I really knew that I wanted a good, strong defensive line. So that's obviously the strong point of my team. We got a lot of studs on the line. I wasn't too worried about the secondary. I just really wanted some good Madden guys, which I think I got. I mean, I would say I realized my weakness is probably but linebacker core on defense. They're not bad, but they're definitely out of everything I have, the one spot that I really didn't pay much attention to in the draft.
Ty, wasn't he number one team?
Yeah, Darius was my number, or no, Jeremy was my number one team. Darius was my team of the week last week.
Yeah.
Jeremy was my number one overall draft. I looked at your team and I thought, if I remember, you had a lot of speed at the corner position with Caleb.
I do, yeah. Like if you look at their overalls, if you just looked at overalls, you're like, oh man, that's pretty weak secondary. But if you look at the names and like the speed and the jump and a lot of those like physical attributes, they should be able to keep up with anyone. And it'll be a good test of my user too. I really have to like, do a little bit of work myself back there.
Yep. I do remember your team, and it was a very Madden-oriented team, the way I would have drafted one of my teams. Darius, you got strengths and weaknesses that you've seen in your first week. I know you had the biggest blowout of the week, and I know it's not a good test for you. Did you see your strengths and weaknesses?
To be honest, I'm not going to sit here and say I have any weaknesses in my team. I think my team is pretty balanced all around. If I had to pick one to be my outside linebackers, they're not the greatest overalls, but I mean, I think their speed and coverage really fit my scheme on defense, which is what I really wanted. My secondary, I truly think I have the best secondary in the league, to be honest with you, with Gilmore, Lattimore, Buddha, and Jabril back there.
Yeah.
I truly think that's the best in the game.
I checked that out this morning. I was like, oh boy, you're gonna test my passing game for sure.
Yeah. And then on the D line, it's not the greatest, but I had run stoppers, which is what I wanted. I didn't really think I needed pass rushers with such a good secondary, so I think run stopper is what I wanted, which is what I got. But I think really it's going to be my user that's going to be the biggest hit or miss in this game, whether I succeed or go bad. Because the beginning of that first game, I threw 3 picks, 4 picks back to back with Darius, and was kind of just throwing dumb shit. Really, just couldn't figure it out. And then once I got going, so.
Yeah, 420 yards with Watson, 6 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah, Watson's throw power kind of pisses me off sometimes, but I mean, I'll take the underneath routes all day if I have to. Which you guys saw the Thielen play, like it'll work whenever it needs to. So. And
you didn't draft Watson or Buddha because Bill, that was you guys that traded.
Yep.
Right.
No.
Okay.
You gave me Herbert and who else you gave me?
Herbert, Tim Patrick, and whoever my safety was at the time. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, the strong safety gave me had 14 tackles in my game. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. No, I think I really got some just playmakers in my draft, and then gave you obviously big names, but I think I got some good names back with that center. Really huge upgrade. I really love that. I think Ryan Jensen is his name. I forget, but
he's a monster. I got rid of all 3 of my superstar offensive linemen. Can't say I've missed them yet. We'll see once I play a stout D line how I'm thinking about it. But now I got Keenan Allen and Stephon Diggs with Justin Herbert and Kenneth Walker. I can't complain.
Yeah.
It's a lot of offense. Who in your guys' divisions? So we were talking NFC South and NFC East. If you guys had a chance to watch any of the games, who impressed you the most in your division so
far? Honestly, I haven't actually got a chance to watch much for my division, but I do recognize one name. I think I think it's other Jeremy, right? I think he's in my division.
Yeah, Jeremy played Ty, lost 59-17, but you do have the 2-time champion Tristan as a
Tristan, that's who I was thinking of.
Yep.
I recognize the name. I don't remember his game, like how he plays or whatever, but when we did the team splits, I recognized that name.
Yep.
So I know he can play.
He took down the Giants 59-19, something like that.
Yeah. So I got my eye on him, but like I'll admit, coming into Madden 24, I haven't been like as good as I feel like I was on Madden 23 towards the end. The quarterbacks, like I really have to get used to bad quarterbacks. Like you just can't like do what you used to be able to do with bad quarterbacks. I could take any quarterback and play well before. Now you have to really play smart because you're not going to make all those throws. So as long as I can just like remember to play smart, because I like to sling the ball. As long as I can just keep it in my head, don't sling the ball like that. I feel like I'll be able to compete with anyone in my division.
And then Darius, you already took down.
I'm in the North. I'm the Vikings.
North. I was thinking your Panthers jersey threw me off.
My bad.
So Packers, Bears, Tank took down the Packers, and then the Lions got taken out by the Chiefs. But you get to watch either of those?
Yeah, I watched both of them actually. I wanted to watch the Chiefs. I wanted to see what Kenny was doing over there. He's just a good player all around. That's all I gotta say about that. And then the Bears Packers, was it? Yeah. Honestly, that game was kind of ugly, so I can't really judge it based on just
That
that
was
one.
so bad, man.
But I know that I forgot what the Bears' username is. I know he's one of the
That's Tank.
Tank. I'm pretty sure all the Aveda brothers are really good at Madden, so I gotta watch him a little bit. But I can't really say I'm worried right now about anybody in the division, to be honest with you. So as long as it keeps going, I'll be kind of paying attention. But I sure do think the Vikings will come out in the North right now.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you guys getting on here. Anything else you want to get out there before we get ready for the game? We decide tomorrow at 8 Eastern time, also 7 Central, for kickoff tomorrow.
Yep.
Anything we wanted to add here before kicking off?
Get a little beef going. Let's get a little beef going. We got predictions here.
Look, man, I feel good. Like I was hoping, like after I watched his game, or didn't watch his game, I checked his score. I'm like, well, let's see what his score is. I'm like, oh man, he did the same thing to his opponent that I did. So this is actually really good based on week 1. This is a really good matchup because I want to say you and I had the top scores last week.
Yep.
And I bet that both of us probably could have scored more. Because at the end, I was literally getting sleepy at the end of my game. I got to get used to these 10-minute quarters. So I was getting tired and I was just trying to like, at one point I'm like, all right, screw the XP. I'm ready for bed. So I feel like we both could have scored more. So it should be, it could be one of those games where it's like low score. We're both like doing too much, a lot of turnovers, or it could be a high scoring one. We're back and forth, but I'm looking forward to an early season test, man. I like an early season test. I need that. I don't want to be like overconfident and then get smacked up when it's time to get into the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I think the same. He's got some speedsters. I just gotta watch the top of my head. I think that's my only issue. If I can shut down just everything behind me, I think it'll be a good game for me. I think the Vikings come out with the dub. That speed is the only thing I'm really worried about, to be honest with you. So it'll be a good game. But I do think it's gold, baby, it's gold.
Wow. As an Eagles fan, that makes me throw up.
Yeah, man. I think we're just can't throw 3 picks in the first quarter, first like 5 minutes, whatever I did last game. If I keep on range, I think I'll be very okay. I do think our defense will hold up very good.
A lot of guys across the league get real nervous at the start of their games, like the Broncos, who I played throwing 3 picks early, then got comfortable and came back. But this league's something else. So there's no other feeling in Madden like it, for me at least. Or leading up to the game kickoff, you're actually feeling the nerves. I really feel like this league is special for it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, for me, I did play this league before, but I feel like there's a lot of new guys. So, I'm in 2 other leagues, and I'm used to playing those guys over and over and over again over a stretch of a Madden year. But this league is interesting because obviously we only play once a week, which I love this format. And anyone I play besides maybe like Ellis is going to be like brand new to me. So I'm kind of like on the edge, and I'm trying to figure out as I go, as opposed to like I already know some other people's Madden game coming in. So that's like a new layer for me for sure.
Yeah, this is my first like Madden I've taken pretty serious in the league. It's my first league ever. I don't remember last Madden I played, to be honest with you. So every game's a new one for me. Just try and get in there and show that I'm not a complete idiot. That I can do the best I can, and really just going for wins. That's what I plan to do tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that.
For sure.
Good luck to you, gentlemen, and good luck on the rest of the year. I don't know if do you guys have a second money game? Do I see you again later in the year?
I don't think I do.
I don't know.
No, I think all those games only money games here. So enjoy it. Good luck.
I got to earn my money now. Then, all right.
$25 on the line with your game. Thank you guys for taking time out of your days to come on to the feed here and introduce yourselves to the league. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and we'll see you next week. We have Giants and 49ers, so Brian and Cody.
Okay.
Be an interesting duel as well. Thank you guys for coming in. I'll stop the